Welcome to episode 180 of Anime and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Sean.
And this is the review show that reviews anime from A to Z, sort of.
Alright guys, so this episode we've got Samurai Jack again, and we're doing season 2.
Essentially, yeah.
Episode 14 to 20...
Well, 24. Technically we're doing 13.
Did we?
Yeah, because we stopped on 12 last time.
I didn't know that.
Oh, whatever. I
remember you saying 13 to 24. I specifically remember you saying that. But Samurai Jack's on HBO Max, so I log in, and I'm like, oh, second season, I'll just start there.
That's fine. It wasn't that great.
It looked about right. I'm like, oh, maybe you just had the episode wrong.
Yeah. Let's scroll up to 13.
Is that like an intermittent episode?
I think that's where the
Seeking to weaken Jack's popularity, blah, 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 gathers children, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just where it ended.
It's like an OVA.
Well, I think that's where the first season ended, technically.
Yeah.
But we stopped at 12 because when we...
That's the end of the plot arc.
Kind of, but we also watched it because we didn't have this. We couldn't find a separation.
Oh, okay.
So I just said, we're just going to do the first one.
Like our list just doesn't random numbers.
Yeah, so...
It is kind of funny we stopped at the actual season. Sometimes there'll be multiple arcs in a season.
Right.
That's kind of funny.
So, yeah.
But yeah, episode 14 to 24?
But apparently there's more to that.
Those might be OVA episodes. Jack and the Spartans and Jack's shoes.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, who cares? My issue, and this is going to be the reason why this is a shorter podcast than a normal episode for a season of something is, it's the same as the first season, but in a worse way, because at least in the first season, there's like a climactic battle with Aku, and even though he loses, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That's not here.
Well, again...
This is the same as the first season, where there's just random episodes of Jack encountering random people and helping him out, and everything's fine.
Scroll down to 26. What happens in that one?
Robot and shoes. Nothing to do with Aku. I already read through that.
Yeah, but we didn't think the mobster would have anything to do with the Aku, but that turned out to be a story with Aku in it.
But it did. This doesn't. There's one I'm not saying Aku isn't in it. I'm saying there isn't like a big battle with him and Aku.
That's true.
There's like one episode where there's these robot warrior things that are like, Jack's fighting them. And when he defeats them all, there's like a piece of Aku in them.
Okay.
And it goes to return to Aku, and Jack slices it up, and Aku in a different place.
Right.
Goes, my elbow. That samurai. Literally, that's what happens.
So.
But that's it. Like, so my two issues: one, no big climactic battle with Aku, even if you lose, whatever. Two, it's just random assortments of episodes of him helping random ass people, and I just couldn't care less.
So I can't even really defend it because we got delayed on recording episodes, and so we had the backlog. So I'm was behind and watched this a while ago.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna rip it apart and say you should never watch it. What this is American Saturday morning, Friday night, whatever time it aired, I don't care, cartoon for kids that are anywhere from 5 to 12. Maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, but this is it. That's all it's for. It's not for anyone older.
But my point is, I watched it, and I don't remember a goddamn thing.
But, for what it is, that's fine if you're in that age group. Like, my son kind of liked it. He was watching it with me. My daughter kind of liked it. She was watching it with me. But that's it. It's fluff. There's nothing there.
Well, to be fair, though, you hate episodic things. So, and this is a very episodic show. Now, if you looked at it just from an episodic nature...
It's fine. Again, it's fine for what it is. I don't want that. I don't want it for what it is.
I mean, at least the quality is kind of going up a little bit.
I can't remember. Probably. It's been so long since we watched the first season, but I would assume yes.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to get to the last season because I never actually saw it. And I heard it was really good.
Oh, right. So, this is second season 2002, first season 2001, third season 02 to 03, fourth season 03 to 04, and then, that was it.
Right.
There was no plans to make any more. The show was done. And then the fifth season, 2017.
Right.
And there might be a movie. I can't remember.
So, that's what I'm trying to get to, because I've heard, I heard the fourth season actually got pretty good towards the end.
Probably. I hate the episodic nature of it.
And then I heard the fifth...
And, some shows can be episodic, but there's, this overarching plot. But we didn't get that in this season.
Right.
So it really grinds my gears. It ruffles my feathers.
Okay. Anyway, you wanted to talk something about the 24th episode? What was wrong with it?
It was just what I had already said, how it wasn't like a climactic thing with Aku.
It didn't end with anything.
Apparently, the episode reading off this was a homage to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that feeling while watching it, but looking back after reading that, I think one of the robots had like rabbit ears or something. Like I can see it looking back now, but not while watching it.
Well, it says right there, Jack chases a mysterious rabbit who stole his clothes.
Well, yeah. I get that, but it didn't feel like rabbit. You know, it didn't feel like Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
I didn't get that feeling. I didn't see him drinking the tea to make him see shit and do things and shrink and grow. You know what I mean? That's what whatever.
No, I understand, but like...
Down the rabbit hole, whatever.
You know, the adaptations of Alice in Wonderland don't necessarily have to have the same things
Correct.
in it.
I just didn't get that feeling.
You just need the feeling.
Yeah, they didn't spice enough Alice in there for me to understand. That's what they were doing.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the episodes are just Jack. Like, if you look at the titles, it's like Jack versus Jack and a Dragon, Jax versus Hunters, Jack versus Damago the Soul Collector.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, then there's the ones like you said, Jack is naked, Jack's shoes. So it's just like, it is very episodic. But
that's Americanized cartoons.
That's
how they worked.
Right.
The fact that this had any overarching plot at all is honestly a huge plus. Because if you watch something like Ed, Edd n Eddy, classic American cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
Cow and Chicken, classic, no overarching.
Yeah, I chose this because it was like when it was supposed to be anime inspired, like the art style.
Yeah, the art style, all that for sure.
So
the overarching plot,
right? This because this is anime and us. This isn't cartoons and us. So I'm just like, that's why I chose it, because it felt that. That's why I chose Korra and
yes. And what you know, something that's really funny. The Last Airbender is on our site that we watch. So, but this isn't on there.
No, it's in cartoons.
But you have to click on the cartoons.
Yeah.
I find that so funny.
It's and Airbenders in the anime?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's in cartoons too.
Either way, it's just come on.
I mean, to be fair, Avatar does feel more like an anime.
Oh yeah, it's a higher quality.
With overarching stories and stuff like that. So this one definitely feels like, ooh, look, anime style, but
yeah, same old
style in American cartoons, so we can, you know, put it on Cartoon Network.
I remember my nostalgia for it is like catching random bits and episodes here and there as a kid. I never knew the whole plot, but my nostalgia is like, oh, this is really cool. I should get into this.
Right.
And I never did.
Because that's what it is. The show is designed for people to catch an episode here and there.
Yeah.
And then just like
Law and Order. It doesn't matter where you're watching it, for the most part, you're fine.
Yeah, so you can just pick it up at any point and it wouldn't matter where you are. But if you watch...
Especially with the intro. I, Aku, blah, 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 blah. It gives you the whole history.
Right. And so it's like, it doesn't matter in that aspect, but you really start to see the flaws when you watch it from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm. Two things I almost forgot about. One is there's an episode where he's jumping a lot. He trains to jump really high, and he loses that ability immediately. Doesn't know how to do it in the next episode. I hate shows that do that. It's always American shows. Two, there's same thing. He prays to his ancestors and gets like a power up.
Okay.
And then that'll never happen again.
Maybe it all culminates in the end.
Yeah, right. He'll jump real high. And he'll pray at the same time. Shit, I hate it. It's like you're adding things into the canon that you'll never make. You know, I haven't watched it all, so maybe he will jump real high again. Maybe he will pray to his ancestors and receive power up. But I highly doubt it.
Maybe in the preceding episodes afterwards, he just didn't need those abilities. Anyway, what are you giving it?
You know, it's a biased review because it's from me, but that's kind of what you come here for. For me, it's a 4. I would have never watched this again. You couldn't pay me. But I probably will.
So, how do you compare it to the first season?
I feel like the first season's more fresh because we hadn't seen anything about it yet. And I like the climacticness with the Aku and the plot that actually happened. Like, he got set in the past in the beginning. All that jazz didn't happen in this season.
Yeah.
So, the first one's definitely better.
Yep, I agree. I'm actually at a 5 instead of a 4 because I don't think it's a bad anime. I think it's boring.
I think it's a bad anime. I think it's an okay average to a slightly above average cartoon.
Fair.
But I'm not here to watch cartoons.
Fair, but like, I just don't think it's bad enough to give it a bad score, so I think it's an average.
It's fine.
And
I hate that episodic nature.
It does.
If it wasn't for that, if I didn't hate that, it wouldn't be a 4.
Yeah, it does what it does to be Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
So.
It stays true to its core.
And with that, bye.
Bye.
So, that's the end of the episode, as you could tell, but we have some unexpected news. Sean can't do the podcast anymore. So, this is an impromptu series finale kind of thing. At least is the show in this show's incarnation, so to speak. I'm not saying it's never going to come back. Obviously, there's always a chance that Sean will settle what he needs to settle in order to be able to do the show again. But the show may return with a different co-host, with different... I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. But, yeah, for now, at least, this is the last episode of Anime and Us. I just want to say thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting us. If this is what you listen to, the other two podcasts are still ongoing that I do, Movies and Us and Comics and Us. So if you're interested in continuing to support us through those two, that would be much appreciated. But for Anime and Us, yeah, I'm sure I'll figure something out with it. I don't know. We got 180 episodes in, and it was just apt that we finished this last season with the last episode being of this last thing. This episode was obviously cut down to take out the wheel and what would have been the next episode, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. So here we are. Sean's okay though. Nothing like that. It's just sometimes life takes over, and considering we don't get paid for this show at all, and something just had to give, and this was what he had to give up for it. So I guess with all that, continue listening to the other shows. Thanks for listening, and yeah, this is TJ and Sean signing off from Anime and Us. Hopefully we'll see you in the next incarnation. Bye.